Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. We surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards Football. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. And today we got an NFL team preview for the 2024 season. My team, America's team, the beloved Dallas Cowboys. So if you like the video, please come in and share it. And joining me to break down the Dallas Cowboys, he's a very talented writer for FirstRoundMark.com. We have surely appreciated him over the last few months with his intelligence, with his writing ability to tell us about all the great players and teams in the National Football League. He's coming from Grand Junction, Colorado. My man, Mr. William Yanish III. So sit back and enjoy 100 Yards Football as we break down America's team. Cowboy Nation in the house today. The Dallas Cowboys. Mr. Yanish, you're going to break down the Dallas Cowboys from a defensive standpoint. So tell us about the Dallas
Sir.
Cowboys defense.
Well, Steve, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys defense this year is definitely going to look a little bit different than last year with Dan Quinn out, Matt Zimmer coming down, another experienced coordinator, another Jerry Jones bread and butter type draft, defensive lineman, offensive lineman, and linebacker, and no, that's the core of what you have, this team. They've definitely have, some talent and some potential. They've got Parsons, but even with like Leighton Vander Esch retiring, and having to bring this kid in from Notre Dame, Liafu, the linebacker, I do like that pick. Um, the, on the back end, Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs combo. I mean, this is something they have to figure out. I mean, the defensive line rotation. Trevor Lawrence, he's in his 1 year left on his contract. Like I said, of course, they got Micah Parsons, but they have to decide, what kind of rotation they're going to have, from 2022 and round two. They've got defensive end, Sam Williams at Ole Miss. That's an SEC school. I mean, that's should be a pretty good pick. I haven't had much time to evaluate him, but that's one thing that has to be decided is that defensive end rotation and the line. This offseason, they didn't really add a whole lot in free agency. I think that's one of the huge knocks. And, the NFC arms race with, Shanahan and adding all this offensive firepower and these teams, the Eagles and just the brawl it's going to be in the playoffs. The biggest question is, I mean, do they have enough homegrown talent, or, are they going to be able to, succeed to keep, the points down, to keep Dak Prescott in the offense, off the field, and keep themselves off the field. And round two this year, 56 overall, Marshawn Nealand, defensive end. That's another pick, but like I said, that's all they got in the draft on this. They're counting on homegrown talent. Last year, round four, defensive end, Junior Fehoko. They allowed, as the fifth ranked defense in 2023, allowing 299.7 yards a game, and then boom, they come out in the playoffs and they allow 415. Against the more competition, the more. I'm not sure what this team has done from a standpoint, and I don't know if they can keep up. I mean, even in the NFC East, like I said, the Redskins are coming up, and they have, former Dallas Cowboy Dan Quinn, as head coach, and there's a whole bunch of things going on. Philadelphia Eagles and some of the linemen stuff they've done. I don't know what Dallas has done. I think that they are good enough at drafting players and having that homegrown talent that I mentioned. And that is what is going to be counted on for this team when it comes down to winning. You know, what was there enough defense, to keep Prescott in games? And that's about how I feel about it, man.
I'm going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys offense. Me being a Cowboys fan since I was 6 years old, I'm going to keep bringing it up. 1966, and I don't care if anybody gets upset today or not, because I love the Dallas Cowboys. It's an organization, it's a reason we'll call America's team, because we have an owner, like him or not. He believes in putting his product number one, not only in the winning column, which he hasn't done lately, but also in the money column. So let me start here. Dak Prescott was 2 years old the last time the Dallas Cowboys played in the Super Bowl. He was 2 years old. When we're looking from an offensive standpoint, it's all about him. He's on the hot seat, along with head coach Mike McCarthy. Last year, Mr. Prescott played pretty well. 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,500 yards. He was runner-up as MVP in the National Football League. But the thing that we're going to remember as Cowboys people and fans, that 48-32 loss to the Green Bay Packers and how poorly Mr. Prescott played in that first quarter. That really was the ball game in that playoff game. Then looking at Mr. Prescott's resume, he's only got 2 playoff wins since he's been in the league 8 years. And I still say his best season overall, from a winning standpoint, was his rookie season. So that being said, there's no question about it. Has he played well enough to be in the top 10 of quarterbacks in the league? No question about it. But seeing this game, in this great game, it's all about winning the championships, man. It's all about greatness. You're either great or you're not. Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, they win championships. Offensively, at the wide receiver position, I'm concerned because we got CeeDee Lamb, who had proved to y'all he's the best receiver in the game right now. I don't want to hear about nobody else. 1,700 yards last year, 12 touchdowns. Boomer Sooner, University of Oklahoma. Pay him his money because Justin Jefferson got his money, and I'm going to put a kind of question out there. Who you rather have right now, Justin Jefferson or CeeDee Lamb? I don't think it's even close. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb all day. Then I'm worrying about who's going to be the next man up. Jalen Tolbert, I'm looking at you right now on the screen. South Alabama, this is your 3rd year. It's your time to step up, baby. Michael Gallup is not there no more. Brandon Cooks is a veteran. He's lost a step. It's time for you, Jalen Tolbert. The offensive line. This is going to be the key to the Dallas Cowboys and whether or not they're going to be still in the top 10 offensively. Tyron Smith has left us. He's not coming through the doors no more. He's with the New York Jets right now. Another Boomer Sooner, University of Oklahoma, Tyler Guyton. It's your time to step up, baby. You're going to be our new starting left tackle as a rookie in the league. We still got Zach Martin, who I consider the best guard in the league. Cooper Beebe, another rookie out of Kansas State. It's your time to step up, baby. It's time for you to wear that silver and blue. And finally, at the running back position. This is what I don't understand as being a Dallas Cowboys fan. We had Trey Benson that was on the board in this past draft. We had Jonathan Brooks out of the University of Texas. And we had Jalen Wright out of the University of Tennessee. All guys who I consider dual threats that's very explosive, not only running the football, but catching the football. And then I look at our depth chart. We got Rico Dowd. We got Deuce Vaughn. We got Malik Davis. And we brought in a free agent. I don't even know his name, Royce Freeman. And then we didn't sign my homeboy from the 901, Tony Pollard. We let him go to the Tennessee Titans. And we decided to bring back Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know, Cowboy Nation. That was really one of the moves that I really couldn't understand. Ezekiel Elliott played some great seasons in Dallas, and I'm hoping he gives us something from the running back position. But the thing that sticks out in my mind is that what he did in New England last year. He only averaged 3.5 yards a carry. He only had 955 yards from scrimmage. Total yards. That's both receiving and rushing. And New England ended up 4-13. So I don't know the mindset of what we was thinking over there. I want to say Frisco and bringing Ezekiel Elliott back. But make a long story short here today on 100 Yards Football. It's two words called hot seat. Hot seat. It's two people. If the Dallas Cowboys are going to be good offensively, and if they're going to go and reach the NFC Championship game, that's head coach Mike McCartney, and that's Dak Prescott. There's no way around it. There's no way looking at it. Those are the facts. All the Cowboy coaches, including Mike McCartney, on one-year deals. And this is Dak Prescott last year before he has to, I guess, get an extension. All I say is it's time now. Dak Prescott, you've done a great job as being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys for the last 8 seasons. But you have not won the big game. You have not played when the money is on the line. I don't want to call you Tony Romo too, but to be honest, that's where I'm going down this road here today on 100 Yards Football. My name is Vincent Turner. So, before I give it back to Mr. Yanish for his final words, my final words about the Cowboys offense and the whole team is like this. See, there was a band when I was 14 years old in middle school at Sherwood Junior High in 1974. A band by the name of the Ohio Players. And they had a song called Fire. Doom, 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 doom. Bottom line, Dak Prescott and Mike McCartney, y'all on fire as far as the hot seat. Final words today about the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. William Yanish III.
I think you hit on it right there with the hot seat and Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy. And I'm starting to wonder when the Shador Sanders fans are going to start in Dallas. And
Shador Sanders.
You know,
Here we go here today. Shador Sanders going to
question what Jerry Jones and the Cowboys might do. I mean, for a little bit of that, Prescott thing doesn't work out. It's win now or Prescott's out. Well, what's already happening next year. So that's all I got, man.
I'd like to give special thanks to our very talented producer, Mr. Logan Landers, for making it happen for us today. I've been your host, Vincent Turner, here on 100 Yards Football. Very special thanks and love to the young man on the screen, Mr. William Yanish III, that's joining us live out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Y'all be blessed here on 100 Yards of Football.